What it is, Tiger Game, row! The mind, the life, the mind, the mind, and the life of Tony's. All right, today's topic, I'm going to be talking about how to get a job, interview skills, and what you need to do to prepare. I'm going to give you some tips to make you successful to get that job that you always really wanted. So, first things first, first tip, prepare and be confident about the very important tips. Always preparation and confidence. Checklist. You want to be on time. You want the location, interview appropriate. You want to get there an hour after early about the interview. You want to dress professionally. That's one thing. You want to concentrate on the interview at the interview. You want to bring your certificates of reference before. Make a letter for with you. Be on time. Public transport use traffic heavy. Be on time. Leave early. Be prepared. You want to look at company answers about that company and look on their website and ask questions. Write down and practice possible questions you want to ask in your interview. Next one. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. You always want to make a good first impression when you're interviewing for a job. A smile is one of those things that will matter in your first impression. A good smile always pleases people. Dressing, also a very important thing. Should be in professional dress. Must be looking formal. Do not forget a firm handshake. You want to make eye contact, glaring, showing confidence. Do not talk too much. Always remember two-way things. Give them a chance. Do not interrupt the interviewer when she's talking. Give him or her full chance to talk. Be enthusiastic and positive. During your interview, you don't want to say bad things about your previous employer. You want to check in during your interviews. Answers should be brief, but some of your stories may take time to detail. 2 minutes, ask for permission. You want to ask for permission to go on about your stories. Answer briefly. I'm going to elaborate on that. You ask questions and draw out the interview rather than talking about yourself nonstop. When it comes to talking during an interview, sometimes less is more. First comes the phone. Nowadays, telephone screening is becoming very common, so you need to be prepared. Phone to ring anytime. The screenings may be 10 to 15 minutes. Depending on your answers, fit for the job. It's helpful, thoughtful about questions to likely be during the screening and prepare your answers. Take a spare photo and CV with you. It may happen the interviewer wants a resume and a photo. Interviewer will be excited to impress them. Look them in the eyes. Eye contact is showing your confidence. It's one of the most important aspects of nonverbal communication when you're doing an interview for a job. You want to look better. You want to feel better. You want to spruce up your appearance for an interview. Cannot afford new clothes. Consider altering outfit you already have by pairing with different shirt, ties, blouse, accessory. Tight budget. You find real bargains out there. Talk about specific achievements. You don't know about particular success. Ask for specific examples of what you have done, particularly proud of, how you solved the problem. Give me an example. My cousins were living with me, and I took them on. I showed them how to be an adult, and that was to ask me a story on my interview, and I talked about that, and elaborated on that, and they were very impressed with that part of my interview. You want to think of your interview as your first date. You want to get to know that person. Think of a job first date. You're both trying to figure out if you're a match with that company you're going to work for. The mindset provides many advantages. You come off curious, not desperate. You don't want to assume too formal, phony appearing, joker, secret personality. Bring up a weakness that your areas that you're weak in that you want to improve, that you can improve on, that they want to know about that so they can be addressed. Or for example, I really need to work on my leadership skills. Your leadership skills, or you lack confidence, stand up to take a leadership position. Yep. Get the information. You have informal interviews. A great part leads to information regarding your company. Virtual thanks. You follow up through email. Attitude adjustment. It's difficult to remain upbeat in a tough job market. Isolating you and waiting for the phone to ring is the worst to handle negative thoughts. Explain why you left your job. Why do you leave your company? You may have reasons for you want to make more money, you want to better your career, you went back to school to better your career choices. Your references, for reference list, you want 3 to 5 people for your references, contact information. You have to get permission for your reference name while you are at it. For to be contacted, you should send a copy of your resume so they will be aware of what you're saying about yourself. The world's toughest job interview question. Great questions to ask early in job interview. What what are you most hoping to find in the person you hire? What what would be your first priorities on the job? The earlier you ask these questions, the sooner you can start tailoring your answers to the employer's priority. An interview asks based on what we talked about today. I feel good about the position. Do you have any concerns about my ability to do the job? Often, this gives the chance to counter any objections. You know what your offer is, and that's prepare your questions for open-ended questions. Tell me about yourself. Make a list of skills traits to match your employee's requirements. Um, Prove what you can do. Put a positive spins on difficult questions. You want to sell yourself when you go to an interview. You know, you're the product, you're selling yourself. You want to give them reasons to buy and reasons to hire you. So you want to make that impression to, okay, I'm a good fit for you because I have good people skills. I'm on time. I'm on dependable. I can do my job. I'm very reliable, and I get the job done. And I'm a good leader. I know how to lead people and talk to people and get people motivated. Um, then you know you're going to be talking about salary. Timing is everything in the interview. You want to let the interview and the company bring up the money. If they ask you about salary expertise process, just say you want to postpone the discussion, more information about the position. The next question, ask your way into a better job. You cannot really tell how good a job is from an ad. Offer the gap between the exciting opportunity portrayed in an ad and the actual job. You can get the right scoop about a job by asking questions. Don't forget to listen. Listening is one of the most underused interview skills. Most candidates are nervous about answering interview questions correctly that forget to listen. Follow these tips. Listen through eye contact. Listen with nonverbal expression. Listen until the speaker is finished. Do not interrupt. Ask power questions. Okay. Some of the questions. What is the most? What are you most hoping to find in the person you hire? What will be the first priorities on your job? Is it okay to be nervous? Pull up with rejection. Rejected from a company, you may feel hurt or fed up. Instead of being stuck with rejected, take back the power by staying proactive. Face the feedback. You know, get a feedback, hear things about upsetting, listen carefully, take notes, react. Follow the interviewer. During interview, giving your information can guide you on how to behave during a meeting. Emotional preparation. Preparing emotionally for interviews is very important. Right mail helps you perform your best. Try following points. Preparing emotionally, some of the points. Get get moving. That means good for a walk, run, exercise, meditate, yoga, stretch, dance. Sing your favorite song while driving to interview. Repeat inspirational phrase that's meaningful to you. Preparing to meet the employer. Okay. All right. The interview is not time to get to know about the post or employee's business. Chance for you and employer to get to know one another. You should know the job description. Ask someone in similar post, ring the company to clarify. You want to ask questions. Be honest. Check possible your presentation. You want to make sure you present. You want to dress, for success. You want to get information about that company and employees. What's appropriate public relations. You want to be welcome and clean and look confident. Your thank you salutations. Arise whether you use formal salutation, hiring manager, position authority. Formal salutation, like thank you letter. And that's it, folks. And that's how you be successful on a job interview. Some of the tips that I've shared with you today. So I hope that helps somebody out that's going to look for a job and be doing more stuff like that. Stay positive, Tiger Gang. Next video.